Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis ready for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a peek at some of the big players in today's game. And you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started.
Here's the former Auburn kicker, Daniel Carlson, to get this one started.
And off we go from Seattle.
Takes it at the 7. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
And they'll run it for the first time with Ricky Williams. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Vick out of the gun. He's got his tailback, Ricky Williams. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first.
With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield. 2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They give it to Williams, running right. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Michael Vick. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Jackson now to return. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Mariota and the Raiders now come up 1st and 10 at their own 18. Now a man who had some big runs against these Seahawks, it's Bo Jackson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll run with a big man, Bo Jackson, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Well, to me, that's taking a big gamble defensively because that alignment you see, that's normally something you see down near the goal line. Because now, if they decide to go play action, something should be open there, and I think open big.
So maybe that's something that gets filed away for later.
I think without a doubt, you write it down, and if you see that look at a later date, go ahead and take your shot.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. On the run, it's Bo Jackson, and he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Now Mariota buying time to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They'll try the right side here with Bo. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
43 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Jackson. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Mariota on the move to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Marcus Mariota, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Up to the line, Mariota. His guys will go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. Forced out to his left. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense, as they take over with just 17 seconds left before the break.
Being chased out left. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack.
It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This will be the final play of the half. Vick, he'll let this thing go for Sanders. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A two-play drive.
What did we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch.
So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
And a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To throw Mariota. Got a man. It's Randy Moss complete.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
They'll run now with Bo Jackson. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
That was earning a first down the hard way. You want your quarterback to be a scrapper, but you also want to keep him upright. He paid for that first down by taking a big-time hit.
Out to his left.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
This red zone is where the Seahawk crowd really makes it tough for an offense to communicate. It's 3rd down.
Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Mariota. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Raiders have drawn even here, and they can take the lead with the extra point to come. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he is into the end zone to give him a 2-point lead. Could have been up 1 with a point after, but they go for 2. It worked.
It almost seems like they're trying to set an identity, doesn't it? We're going to be one of those teams that every time we get a chance to put extra points on the board, we will. Because really it's minimal in difference, right? Whether you're up 1 or 2, a field goal can still get you.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Third quarter of a 2-point game, a good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Again, it's Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 38. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
They run it again with Williams.
And he's going to be close to a 1st down as he gets this to the Raiders' 30. By the way, you'd be looking at about a 47-yarder from here as they come up on an important 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Temptation there certainly to go for this, but I think you have to kick it, right?
The temptation coming from the fantasy owners, right? I mean, there are some that are going to want to kick it because they may have that kicker, but overall, get more yardage, maybe a chance for a touchdown. But no, absolutely not. Run that field goal kicker out there. Kick it. You got to take the chance to take the lead right now. You don't want to put it back on your defense.
This time they'll throw it with Vick. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
Throwing here, Mariota. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moss.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll run again with Jackson. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Mariota dancing to his left. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the fourth. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Mariota with a knee to the ground, and that should be it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
Charles and I set for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as we get a peek some of the stars in today's game. Well, will they be stars? Will you be a star? We'll find out. Let's play. Allegiant Stadium. From the 6. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Here's Mahomes to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Mahomes now to throw. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. The first carry for a Raider legend in their L.A. years. Here's Bo Jackson. And he will have a Ravens first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
First down, Ravens.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. We were wondering what they would do defensively to disrupt Patrick Mahomes. Sacking him on the first drive, that's a really good way to set a tone.
The last thing you want to do is let him get established in the pocket where he can set his feet and throw wherever he wants to. Even though he does it well on the run and on the move, you definitely want to get him off the spot in the pocket.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Mahomes going to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And his throw here's incomplete.
You definitely would have liked to have hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Throw right side of the tight end is Shaughnessy. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open? And when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They'll run here with Bo. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes bringing it in. Jackson left side. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week.
Tries to force it to Megatron, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nate Hobbs. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas.
It's the score, Raiders 7, Ravens nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taken in at the 3. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now Mahomes to try again after the pick six. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. T.J. Watt able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now here's Mahomes. That's caught. It's Demarcus Robinson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A big play there on the catch and run.
33 yards on the play. And a Raven first down. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Raiders 7, Ravens nothing.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Hall of Famer John Lynch. 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach tell us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Now the Raiders bringing the offense onto the field as they'll try to make it an 8-point swing. Following the interception here, Mariota. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And they turn the pick six into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upset. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized a little bit on top.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This taken in at the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. On the carry, it's Jackson. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
It's third down.
The Ravens on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They go play fake. Mahomes. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. T.J. Watt able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. This one complete over the middle to O'Shaughnessy. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We'll remind you in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
First down, Ravens.
They run on first down with Jackson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
2nd and 11. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Watkins diving. He's got it. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll set up to throw. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked by the safety, Taylor Mays. And now we get a peek at some of the top players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready to go in the booth. We hope you're ready to go at the controls. Let's play. punter Mitch Wishnowsky to get things going. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Mariota on first down. This will be caught by Randy Moss. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully. Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. He's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better. To throw on 2nd and 6, Mariota. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain. A first down throw for Mariota. Steps away to his left. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And the Raiders first down.
On first down, Jackson. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the Saints' 18-yard line.
Now Jackson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
They'll try to throw now. Mariota buying time to his left. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
They'll try the ground game with Jackson. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Mariota will look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he will get in to make it 8-0. So what do you make of that? You go on the road, you score the opening drive touchdown, opt to go for 2, and all of a sudden they're up 8-0.
Yeah, this wasn't a decision that they made right here and right now. They made this decision during the week. Hey, if we get the ball and score right away, let's show them that we feel like we're superior. Go for 2 and really put the pressure on them.
At their own 24-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. Well, you're already down on the scoreboard, and now, Charles, you go out there, very first play, throw the interception. That defense, they're going to have to bow up.
Yeah, and let's see how they handle this, because we always talk about reverting back to what you practice. When you practice these situations, it's called sudden change. You don't expect to be out there this fast, but you are. Do you go out there with poise, or do you go out there with panic? Panic could get you scored on again.
Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. They'll run on first down. It's Jackson. And some strong running. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Raiders 8, Saints
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run with Jackson. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has three options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Jackson will score. Touchdown, Raiders. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
They'll try and throw for it. Forced out to his left. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
I think we're sensing a trend here. 2 first-half touchdowns. After going for 2 after the first score, CD, I thought maybe they would kick the PAT here. No, they get 2 more.
No, they decided to really press the advantage because, remember, getting the 2 after the first score, you've already got the other team back on their heels if they're going to mount a comeback. But to go up 2 scores and 2 two-point conversions, you've really got them thinking on the other sideline.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the Raiders have got him. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt. Throwing on second and long. Brady. And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage.
A gain of 24 yards.
Brady now on first down. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
By Ted Hendricks. Brought down back at the 31-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. He'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. On play action, now Brady. He's going to let this one go deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
2 things you can do in that situation. Run and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
He'll go for it. It's Brady. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Mariota now to throw on first down. He'll dump this to Bo. It's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do...
And he is in. Touchdown.
We are set, ready to rock for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup, and these guys on your screen ready to rock as well. Some of the stars of today's game, and speaking of the game, let's get right to it. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. On first down, Newton. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A big play that time on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. Newton now to throw. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Raiders pick it up. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Mariota and the Raiders now come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll try and start this drive in the air, being chased out left. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Raider first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it.
And off we go from Las Vegas. Returning it, Johnson. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
To throw on second down, Henry. Open man is Michael Irvin, complete.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with running. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ricky Williams. 51 yards.
And the Saints are on the board first here in Vegas.
Bullock good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Saints 7, Raiders 0. Randy Bullock set to kick off.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Mariota and the Raiders now come up 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Dancing to his left. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mariota. And that is incomplete.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
Throwing again, Mariota on 2nd and 10. Steps away to his left.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd down, another carry for Jackson.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. Mariota now. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time.
That's another Las Vegas first down.
To throw is Mariota. Back to Renfro again, complete. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30, here's 2nd and 4.
At the 30-yard line.
They run with Jackson out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. First down, Mariota. Buying time to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Tyreek Hill there to make the grab. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. So the signal caller doing it himself there in the two-point try.
You got to like that. We always talk about the ball staying in the hands of the best players, but most of the time you want to get it to a back, pitch it to a wide receiver. In this case, the quarterback did it himself.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
On second down, Williams. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. From the gun on third down, Henry eluding the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Hall of Famer John Lynch. And the Raiders will take over possession here up at the 44. Mariota and the Raiders now come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Mariota's throw taken in by Moss. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
At the 26-yard line.
2 minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Being chased out left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
At the Saints' 24-yard line.
On second down, this is Jackson. Powers through him. And they'll get this down to the 10. 46 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On second down now. It's Jackson, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Marcus Mariota, as the first half is winding down, and the Raiders will extend their lead here just before halftime. Up to the line, Mariota. His guys will go for 2 here.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
They'll try and run it here. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Finding Taysom Hill complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. With the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
64 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Dancing to his left. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
On first down, Jackson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Throwing, Mariota steps away to his left. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They'll run on first down. It's Jackson, and he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They run again with Jackson. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Third and short yardage. Mariota buying time to his left. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. Touchdown, Raiders! From 21 yards away. And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
For the 2-point conversion.
Mariota will look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Johnson now returning. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't.
Touchdown, Saints! Taysom Hill, 82 yards. And the Saints are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. We were just saying off-air during halftime, could they mount a comeback, and how would it start? Well, it started in a hurry.
Yeah, they have to get back into the game, right? So if you're going to do that, you think to yourself, we need points right here on the opening drive. But even in their best game plan, did they expect it to be a one-play drive and put the points on the board? Probably not.
No, probably not, but they got it in a big way. Oh, the Saints recovered it. New Orleans football. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. In just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Off the play fake. Henry. Got a man. It's Michael Irvin. And he's brought down.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a fourth down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Looking to throw on second down. Henry. It's a screen to Ricky Williams. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
First and goal, New Orleans.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a first and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. They'll run it with Williams. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. He's back to throw. Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. What a play. Maybe a game-saving play on the knockdown there.
That was beautiful, wasn't it? If you're looking at it from the defense's perspective, it looked like they had a shot at it. Maybe a completion.
Touchdown! That's caught at the 1. DeAndre Hopkins from 3 yards out. And the Saints have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. They'll try and throw for it. And this is incomplete. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see him take all 3 timeouts defensively so they can't just... And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. And that time they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball. And taking it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Mariota to throw. Being chased out left. That's going to be caught by Moss.
Some guys just simply have it. And Randy Moss is one of those guys. His big playability, once again on display right there.
That's what he's known for. He averaged 15.6 yards per reception during his playing days. Highest career yards per catch average for any player with 900 or more receptions. On first down. It's Jackson, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Here's Mariota dancing to his left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Now Mariota steps away to his left. Man open, it's Moss, complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance. But that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off. Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over. This one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis ready for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a peek at some of the big players in today's game. And you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started. Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway in Southern California. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. The first carry for the legend, it's Bo Jackson. And some space here. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A great effort there. 75 yards. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Wow, first play in the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And here comes Diggs. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6.
6-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Vick. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
That's good for a Washington.
On first down, Vick. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And the Raiders have got him. Ted Hendricks making his presence felt.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Hurts. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And I think the ball's out, and the Raiders pick it up. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. The throw over the middle, taken in. Touchdown, Raiders. Randy Moss from 21 yards away. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
The Raiders will...
Mariota to throw it. Flushed out right.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Play action. Here's Hurts. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A huge play there for Washington. Pretty good yards after the catch there on that crossing route. Is a crossing route good for a quarterback because the receiver's coming across his line of vision?
They love those kind of throws. And how many times have you seen any of what we call an in-breaking route? Quarterback really turns it loose, doesn't he? Has a lot more confidence because he can see the play right in front of him.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
A gain of 17 yards. That's good for a Washington. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Washington, nothing.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Michael Vick taking it in from 4 yards out. And Washington has made this a one-score game. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
14. Washington, 7.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down, it's Jackson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 107 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll run with a big man, Bo Jackson. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. On the run, it's Bo Jackson. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter. 14-7. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Forced out to his left. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
The Raiders will line up
To throw Mariota, rolling to his left. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
score. Raiders 22. Washington 7. Daniel Carlson.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And here comes Diggs. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump.
And he loses the football a second time. And the Raiders pick it up. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Mariota, flush to his right. And he'll get nothing out of that one. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Throwing is Mariota, being chased out left. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
This is caught. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders will extend their lead here just before halftime.
For the 2-point conversion.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Looking downfield for Jones. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And Diggs has it. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 35-yard line.
Washington. 1st and 10 at the 30.
Here's Hurts to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Marvin Jones, 35 yards. And Washington able to cut into that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will be cut down to 14.
Raiders 28, Washington 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Mariota now from the 50, dancing to his left. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 yards on the scramble there, but it does leave him still a few inches shy with 3rd down looming. Third and short yardage, and he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd.
Yeah.
After that one.
Here in the 3rd quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down now, it's Jackson. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll run now with Bo Jackson. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10. At the 19-yard line.
They'll run it with Jackson. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. On 3rd down, Mariota rolling to his right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the 4th quarter. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Hurts. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Back to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory, right at the 40. And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Eluding the pressure right. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. Charles and I set for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as we get a peek some of the stars in today's game. Well, will they be stars? Will you be a star? We'll find out. Let's play. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. Now it's Patterson. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Vic operating on 1st down. And the Raiders have got him. The Stork, Hall of Famer Ted Hendricks, came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 2nd and long. Vick. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big play there for the Raiders. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. And they'll run it for the first time with Ricky Williams. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 44, Vick. Now Vick stripped. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. There he goes left side. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. And now here is the offense onto the field as their first involvement will be a 2-point conversion attempt. They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. They wasted no time showing how aggressive they're going to be in this game. They get the quick score, and then they go for 2, CD.
Surf's up, partner. And when surf's up, you ride the wave. They felt great about that quick drive, put it in the end zone. Why not go for 2? They felt comfortable with the play call that they had.
And the home crowd loves it. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Vick will look to throw on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
What a savvy read by the running back. He saw his quarterback was out of the pocket in a little bit of trouble. He just broke off his route and took off deep downfield. Thought for a second there they had him, but they were unable to connect for a big play.
And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a 2nd straight loss. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Vick. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. The Stork, Hall of Famer Ted Hendricks, getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a 1st down.
That throw by Vick, incomplete. Vick with the incompletion on 1st down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10. To throw, Vick. This one swung out to Williams. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense. And now we get a peek at some of the top players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready to go in the booth. We hope you're ready to go at the controls. Let's play.
Las Vegas. Now it's Parker. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Marino on play action. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, look at this. Marino's throw intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later. They're throwing it on first down, but no one was open, so he gets flushed out of the pocket, runs towards the sidelines, gets out of bounds with a good gain and a first down.
And he's going to take this one down to the 25. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
2nd down, another carry for Jackson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right?
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Marcus Mariota, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Mariota will look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Takes it at the 7. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
A little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Williams. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Marino's throw going to be caught by Davis. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. We see the first completion of the game there from the Dolphin great Dan Marino, and that never gets old.
No, it does not. In Miami, he accumulated over 61,000 yards passing, led the league 6 different times in completions. In a 17-year career, I saw every one of those years, and it feels like he led the league in completions way more than 6 times. Dan Marino had a magnificent run with the Miami Dolphins.
Going deep here for Parker. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Dolphins. Devontae Parker, 63 yards. And the Dolphins are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. Now Brian Flores going to leave the offense out there to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this is caught. So they get the 2 points, and now we're even at 8-8. Well, it's definitely early enough here. They didn't need to go for 2. They didn't have to go for 2, but hey, they did. We're all tied at 8.
Is this one of those anything you can do, I can match?
Yeah.
Because that's exactly what we got on that one. Neither one of these teams wants to give any ground, do they?
So 8-8 our score now as he'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Now it's Jackson. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
5-yard gain on the play. And the Las Vegas first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
These two teams all tied after 1. Mariota on first down. Buying time to his left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
At the 46-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
On 2nd down, it's Jackson. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll try to throw now. Mariota forced out to his left. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Jackson, even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35. Now it's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Being chased out left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
It's a gain of 11. And the Raider first down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On first down, Jackson. 49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Second down, another carry for Jackson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
At the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10. They'll run here with Bo. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. On 2nd and 7, Mariota. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On 3rd down, here's Bo. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there as the first half is winding down, and the Raiders have taken the lead. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll get into the end zone. That gives his guys an 8-point lead. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge win for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. He'll buy some time right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Final play of the half. It's Marino. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former USC man, Taylor Mays. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. With the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
He'll have a 1st down past the 40, and he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
Despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Mariota steps away to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
That's good.
Now Mariota steps away. This will be caught by Randy Moss. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Throwing, Mariota, buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try and run for it with Bo. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Forced out to his left. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. From the 6. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards.
It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to have this down deep into Vegas territory. Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Out of the gun, it's Marino. Touchdown! That's caught. Devontae Parker. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Now Brian Flores going to leave the offense out there to go for 2. Now it's Marino. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Dolphins 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game. Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Mariota's throw taken in by Moss. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play. And a Raider 1st down.
They run on first down with Jackson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. On 2nd and 7, Mariota. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mariota now. He'll dump this to Bo. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jackson, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On the move to his left. And they'll get to him short of the 1st down at about the 16. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. A 33-yarder from the left hash. Carlson able to put this one through. And that will stretch the lead up to 13.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Marino's incompletion on 1st down leads to 2nd and 10. Now Marino to throw it. And this is caught by Parker. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
And the Dolphin first down.
Again, it's Marino. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Sanders. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Marino.
Looking for Parker again, and this time he's got it.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now Marino.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock, and let your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. 3rd and goal, Marino. A minute. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Makes the score Raiders 27, Dolphins 21.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
A gain of 24 yards. And the Las Vegas first down.
On first down, it's Jackson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Mariota here to throw. Being chased out left. Mariota so nimble, sliding to the ground with a first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
They'll run on first down. It's Jackson. Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they take a knee. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. A little insult to injury here late in the game. This to make it a 2-score game. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these 2 teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
We are set, ready to rock for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup, and these guys on your screen ready to rock as well. Some of the stars of today's game, and speaking of the game, let's get right to it. And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. Well, they tried to give this home crowd something to cheer about early, but it failed. I don't know, maybe you try that on the road to get some momentum. What about here at home?
Would agree with you totally on that. I think at home, you don't ever want to put your fans in a position where they're questioning what you're doing. And right now, they have to be in the stand saying, why would we even do that? We're already behind you. You don't need us anymore. And this one, boy, an unsuccessful attempt, that could really change the momentum of this game in a hurry.
On the ground, this is Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical.
Touchdown, Cardinals. It's the fullback. 28 yards. And the Cardinals are on the board first here in Vegas. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They used their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Jackson now to return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Mariota and the Raiders now come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got a man. It's Randy Moss complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Hall of Famer Jack Youngblood there on the stop. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Throwing is Mariota. Dancing to his left. Mariota so nimble, sliding to the ground with a 1st down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Steps away to his left. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. 36-yard line. On the ground, this is Jackson. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. On 1st down, Jackson. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
A gain of a yard brings brings up 2nd and 9 at the 16-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Mariota. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 9 yards on the scramble there, but it does leave him still a few inches shy with 3rd down looming.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Jackson, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. To throw Mariota, buying time to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Marcus Mariota, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Up to the line, Mariota. His guys will go for 2 here. Here's Mariota, forced out to his left. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Now it's Patterson. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got to a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. 2 minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7 our score. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from out. It got his man complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And the tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Off the option, here's Williams. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Give. This is their fullback. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. Looking to throw. Henry. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started as they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break.
Being chased out left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And this is caught.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Randy Moss in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders have retaken the lead. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And the lead is now 2.
Makes the score. Raiders 15. Cardinals 13.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away.
Now it's Patterson. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
Out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down.
A loss of 13 yards.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Moss. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Mariota dancing to his left. Mariota so nimble, sliding to the ground with a first down. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll run again with Jackson.
And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
What you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
He'll head out of bounds inside the 10, mark it down at the 9. A big play there on the scramble. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. On the run, this is Jackson. Give him 9 yards on the carry there. A good run. And now second and goal. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunky yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They are really moved it.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Marcus Mariota. His second touchdown of the night. And the Raiders have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Mariota will look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
Now it's Patterson. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now a play fake here on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. Second and 10. To throw again. Henry. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a third and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. He's got a man. Complete.
You know what? Why don't you just start over?
Touchdown, Cardinals. Terry McLaurin, 85 yards. And the Cardinals have retaken a third-quarter lead. Extra point forthcoming. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Cardinals 27, Raiders 23.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Jackson now to return. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. On second and 9, Mariota. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Mariota on 3rd and 2. Buying time to his left. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Mariota forced out to his left. It's caught by Jackson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Las Vegas, first down. 1st and 10.
They'll run with Jackson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Daniel Sorensen there to make the stop.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Kill. Tighten up.
Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders have moved down in front here in the 4th quarter.
Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Now it's Patterson. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Throwing on 1st down. Henry. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. Gets past one man. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now left side on the swing pass, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Rolling to his left. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the 1st, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's moving.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And now look at him go. He's at the 50, the 30. 10. And this defense has broken it open as they return to the house for 6. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. Mariota to throw. Flushed out right. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Now it's Patterson.
And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Off play action. Henry sliding out of the pocket. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Off the play fake. Henry rolling to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. He's going to let it fly. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And this is back to a 5-point game. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Mariota being chased out left. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way down to the 5. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
All right, you saw the challenge on the screen. I don't need to repeat it. It's solo challenge. Madden Ultimate Team, go earn your keep.
Here's the former Auburn kicker, Daniel Carlson, to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. From the 6. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now a man who began with the Raiders, it's Latavius Murray. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They snap it to Newton. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Mariota now. Dancing to his left. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Marcus Mariota taking it in from the 20, and the Raiders have taken the early lead. They'll try and run it here. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game. The 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for it. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
To throw is Mariota. Steps away to his... And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Marcus Mariota
with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And he is in to make it 16-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This one fielded at the 5. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but
it got his man complete. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Marvin Jones, 82 yards. And the Bills are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And that trims the lead down to 9. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Mariota and the Raiders now come up 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
With a heavy set out there, 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Steps away. He'll have a first down past the 40. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run now with Bo Jackson. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 26.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 3rd down, this is Jackson.
Las Vegas. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
16, Bills 7.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with a big man, Bo Jackson. He'll have a first down. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Jared Cook, 25 yards. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. They'll try and throw for it. Buying time to his left. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Their own 16-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, See if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off play action. Newton escapes it, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. His throw incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Newton to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players. And glad to have you, because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there, a jumbo package look. On the run, it's Bo Jackson, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll run it with Jackson. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Mariota to throw it. Forced out to his left. Shoves him away. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Raiders continue to pull away here in this first half. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Takes it at the 7. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Newton. And now another one thrown incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Here we go on 4th. Newton. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll make it a 2nd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. It's caught by OBJ. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 46.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. To the air again, Newton. And he wisely will throw that one away.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Newton. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by the Hall of Famer, John Lynch. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away.
And that's caught inside the 35.
Prime time, baby.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Tyreek Hill, 82 yards. And the Raiders are pouring it on. They're going to try and run. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
38, middle 7.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken in at the 3. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 42 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota being chased out left. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Throwing is Mariota. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Marcus Mariota in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders will extend their lead here just before halftime. And he is into the end zone, so they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime.
46, middle 7.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1. Blitz coming, and down he goes. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Set to kick off.
The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. Taken from about the 12. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Mariota and the Raiders now come up 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Steps away to his left. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 24-yard line. A 6-yard pickup. Brings up second.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mariota. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
A 10-yard loss on the play. It's third down.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Now Mariota on fourth down. They'll roll him out right. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Shift. Check. Check hot route.
Mariota. That's complete to Bo Jackson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 45-yard line.
Here's Mariota. Buying time to his left. It's complete to Cook. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
He's crashing. He's checking.
They'll run here with Bo. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 46 yards on the ground for him so far. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Throwing, Mariota, flush to his right. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. T.J. Watt just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. They'll run the counter with Murray. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
2-yard pickup brings up 3rd.
Newton now to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
It's 4th down and goal.
Desperation time. Newton, 4th down. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the Hall of Famer John Lynch. And the Raiders are going to have it here at their own 15. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Following the interception here, Mariota. He's got a first down past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
To throw, Mariota. Forced out to his left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Now 2nd and
Now Mariota being chased out left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good.
They'll run on first down. Jackson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
They run again with Jackson. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. On the move to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Dancing to his left. Mariota so nimble, sliding to the ground with a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here. 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. Mariota so nimble, sliding to the ground with a first down. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. 3rd and short yardage. Mariota escaping the pressure right. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
19-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Mariota here to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
He'll buy some time right. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
4th down, Mariota. Man open, it's Moss complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.